So last night, before I went to sleep, I left myself a little piece of paper, and it contains the game plan. I will show you guys how to do anything you want in life. All you have to do is write it down on a piece of paper and keep yourself 100% accountable for that. As you can see, I had a basic sentence that I will do something. Act. I wanted to become entrepreneur. I can't even pronounce it. But the basic premise is you have an idea, you make a plan, you take action. How to become an entrepreneur. You need to challenge yourself throughout. And you're gonna do that by acting. I don't like the word act. But you will have to do things. How to become an entrepreneur. You need to start somewhere. What do entrepreneurs do? I asked myself. Every one of them has a book, whatever. It's on different topics. Every one of them is on social media. They be talking something. And that's where we're gonna start. It's morning, I'm gonna get a coffee and I have to do some stuff. So one of the things that I thought it was important, it's that you build up the momentum and keep it going. So while I can, I'm gonna get a win for a day and I'm gonna do some exercises that will get me going. That's it. A little W for the day. And let's get it going. Keep the positive attitude going on. I can't stress enough the power of attitude. I'm gonna elaborate it in my book. So this is the piece of paper that you're gonna be living by, because anytime you want to act or to do something, you need to be in check. Does it go accordingly to this paper? If you have yourself a goal, then everything and anything you are doing needs to get going in the same direction as your goal, or else this won't gonna work. Yeah, you can keep yourself 90% accountable for your actions and you'll get some results, but that's not gonna shine like it can, because you need to have action over time to get the value. These actions will give less value over time. And don't think it's gonna go without trials and tribulations. You need to know what you can do. You can a little bit overestimate yourself, but never underestimate your opponent. And in this case, your opponent is you. And as you can see, I already started a little bit mini list going on to get where I want to go. I need to get a garage and I need to get my English better. At least that's what I think as of right now. This piece of paper will work as your setup. You need to set yourself up. When I woke up this morning, I didn't remember I made it. I didn't remember what I wanted to do today. I was about to go about my usual life, but I made this piece of paper to remind myself that I have things to do in order to achieve my goals. And in this case, I don't know what I'm doing, but I had it figured out for the longest time. Only thing you need to do is move accordingly to your goals. You have to make a conscious decision. You need to decide what you want to do, and you need to be 100% in that, 100% accountable, 100% honest with yourself, 100% ready to do anything to achieve your goals. It's gonna be hard. There are gonna be trials and tribulations, but you are not going to write down on this paper anything else but the things you have to do in order to get to your goal. It doesn't have to be big like this. You can apply this to any simple thing you want to achieve in your life, and you need to carry this paper with yourself all the time. Any given moment that you are tempted, you have some temptations, you need to ask yourself, is my action going to bring me closer to my goal? And if it doesn't, you can keep yourself a little less accountable. We all know ourselves. We all know where do we make mistakes. As I was saying, you would be a little less accountable, and it's okay. I mean, you can still get here, but this is not about getting there in some shady ways. There are always shortcuts you can take, and this is the real way of doing things. This ain't no shortcuts. This ain't no wake up at the 7, do this, do that. This is just raw information of what you need to do. It all comes down to one word, 3-letter word. It's act. You need to act. And you need to act accordingly to your goals. And if you keep yourself less accountable, let's say you, I don't know, every each and one of us have some distractions. Let's call them distractions that will try to take you away from your goal. It might be your girlfriend, it might be your mother. Everyone will want your time, but you need time to make action, to increase your value. If you give your time to someone else, you might get some value from them, but you need to, in order for this to work, like magic. People call magic the things they don't understand, but this is not magic, because I understood this some time ago. I won't be going around telling that I have it figured out, I'm blessed. No, I just sit down, thought about it, and this is it. All you need to do is take action over time, increase your value, because it's not how you get into the position. I'm sorry. It's all about how you get into the position you want to be in. You can take shortcuts and you can there are certain values that will get you closer to your goal, but they won't be the ones that are gonna keep you there. Like, entrepreneurs have a lot of money. You maybe notice, where is the money on this list? Money is just a NAS product. I don't know is it the right word, but it's the things you get because of your value. You can go to your job, do some actions over the period of time, and they will get you some value for it. And it all depends on what value do you put on yourself. You can't be delusional, or you can put yourself in a position of value, but will you be able to deliver? Because as this paper, these are all the promises, and you need to keep your promises to yourself, and don't ever promise yourself the things you can't do. Actually, you can promise yourself some things you won't be able to do, or you at least think you won't be able to do, but you can't stretch it a lot. You need to be able to cover that stretch with your value. You know what values you have. You know what values you need to have in order to achieve your goals. If you don't know, you need to activate curiosity, and you need to ask yourself how, what do they do? It's all about acting and doing stuff. People get where they want to go because they act, they move, they do. Call it how you want. These are my actions that I'm gonna be taking, and if you look closely here, I'm making sure I'm not lying to myself, because that will get you off course, and that won't get you closer to your goals. Because I know I'm lying to myself, or I'm gonna set up myself to achieve something and then half do it. I noticed a flaw in my plan. There was just start a vlog. It doesn't say what it has to happen. Knowing myself, when I was reading it, I would just start it and I would be happy. But I needed to add and keep it going for at least 100 days straight. So this means I'm gonna be uploading for 100 days. It doesn't matter if I need to sell everything I have to make this thing come true. Because that is the only way. Only way to make this work is to be a 100. 100. You need to be ready to lose everything. You need to be ready to gain everything. Don't be delusional. You need to know what you can do and when you can do. Timing, it's important, but you need to have an idea. It can be born today, tomorrow, 1 year ago, and you had some plan, and you were thinking it while you were working, while you were doing stuff. You were thinking, maybe I could do it, maybe I should do it. But you ask someone and they tell you, nah, don't do it, it's hard. Have you ever heard they talked him out of it, or he talked himself out of it? Don't talk to people about your dreams. They will try to ruin them. It's just how it is. Even your mother, your father, they think that they know the best. They know the best for you, but you are the only one that know what you want to do, what you can do, and what you will do. And this is only one paper away from becoming true. I'm gonna go dedicate my morning to finding a garage, because that is a big step to making content. Everyone will tell you their opinions, what they think, what they know, but only you know you. Only you know your value. Only you know what you can do. Only you know what you want to do. And only you are able to take the necessary steps that you will have to uncover. The road ain't gonna be crystal clear. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that this principle will get you where you wanna go. Right now, I need to go to the garage so I can able myself to do some stuff. It's all about doing. You need to do. I'm gonna get the garage. I don't know how. I don't even have money right now, but I'm gonna do it. It's all about doing it. You need to find a way. So I've got some leads. I made an appointment to see a garage later this day, and I won't be bothering you too much with my list today, but keen eye of observer can see that I added a word to my list, a sub list of lifestyle. For mental health, we will be practicing gratitude, and it's a nice way of thanking and accepting yourself, your situation, and everything else. You need to have gratitude. You need to be grateful. And one way of practicing gratefulness is by taking care of what you already got. And I'm gonna show you right now how to take care of the stuff you already have. So let's take a moment to talk about gratitude, and I will show you how I practice it mine. So you bought a car and it's consuming oil. You need to be grateful, because no one else is responsible for you and your car consuming oil, because you were the one that thought it was a good idea to buy yourself a car. You wanted it, now you got it. You gotta accept all the flaws, all the trials and tribulations. Everything has two sides. You thought it's gonna be just so good, but no, in reality it comes with good and bad things. And one of the bad things is at the moment it's using oil. And how you show your gratefulness to God and to everyone else is by filling the oil, and we're gonna do that just now. So we've got some fluids, we traded some values for other things that may or may have not contain some value for us. But I believe that this is the right way to show gratefulness, and the idea behind it is taking care of stuff. One bottle of liquid will take care of the problem that our tool has. The other bottle of liquid will show us a gratitude to ourselves. You need to take care of yourself, and you can be there. It's all about attitude. I will be going to depths about attitude into my book, and today you might be hearing me saying a book a lot, but that's just the way it goes. You need to keep saying things. You need to set yourself up. If you keep saying it and you keep yourself accountable for what you said, that's the basic premises of being a man. You need to say things and get stuff done. Let's make this BMW happy. fuel yourself for success. So I ate, and I'm thinking, what should I do next? What is the next action that will get me closer? Thank God I already made myself clear a couple of things that I have to do. I added the social media because I currently don't have any social media, and it's time to get some, because it doesn't matter if it is a major thing or a minor thing. If it brings you closer to your goal, you should do it. You literally can't make this up. So it's kind of hard, but you gotta keep it 100 with yourself. It may come across too soon, or I don't know, but I have to do it. I have to talk about myself a little bit, or at least about some parts of mine. And I wasted about an hour after I ate, and I couldn't get my head straight. Through all the will power and everything, sometimes you run across the problems, and I have addiction problem, I guess. Not just me, every and each one of us is addicted to different things. It's just that I guess mine is a little bit illegal, depends on where you are, but it is what it is. I call them distractions, and I got distracted. I lost my track, and yeah, the life is really strange. I was about to go to one ATM and get some money to feed my addiction, but first ATM wasn't operative. So I said, alright, I'm gonna find another one. It's alive. I had a moment where I thought, maybe you shouldn't really do it. Maybe it's universe, God, call it what you want. It's telling you not to do it. And I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I've got some money from another ATM, and I came back to the car and I drove off. Then I came back, then I realized that I've lost money, and I came back. Then it was there. I mean, who cares about money? It isn't really about the money, but it is about the choices, the decisions. Everyone can make money. There's many different ways of making money, but so I ended up writing for about 3 hours, and right now I'm going to meet this guy for the garage, and I hope I can make this happen. I need to make this happen. I will make this happen. Let's go, guys. So the guy is 10 minutes late, and I came to look at the sea for a moment, prepare myself for any possible outcome. And the sea is wilding today. I guess that reminded me of, you don't have to wait for the perfect storm to do anything. You just have to do it. Pick any storm. Feeling kinda disappointed. Feeling kinda like I made some bad moves. I should have called more people, because this thing won't be happening anytime soon, or at least 7 days. We might score this garage, but it's a little bit small anyways. Tomorrow morning we have the same goal, to get the fucking garage. So I got myself something to eat. Still have mixed feelings about what just happened. I don't know what to think. So I was walking, and this bright yellow thing caught my attention, and it says take your time. Maybe I'm just rushing things, but I wanted to make a move today, or at least feel like I made the right step. But I guess if it was meant to be, it will be. I guess this will be the last clip for today. I'm gonna finish my drink, get to making a video, and prepare for tomorrow. Tomorrow, as I already said, first thing on the list is finding a fucking place